Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am SendIt Steve. Today is obviously going to be about the F450, as you can tell by the title in the thumbnail. We also have the Project Bruce bag here. Let me go over here. I'll give you some detail on that if you are new to the channel. This is a 2007 Honda Civic Si sitting on a 1975 K5 Blazer chassis. This project here we are going to kick off, and I will have a video out for you by the end of the weekend with the engine getting laid in this bad boy. Might be able to even get it fired up, who knows. I'll let you guys know later in the date. We also have our Trans Am build over here, which is getting an LS2 swap. I know a bunch of people have been asking, what is the scoop with the Project Betsy there? Betsy, I'm working on you. I'm doing it slowly, guys. I want this to be an absolute perfect restoration. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown, a little bit of an update on her. It is actually a 1989 GTA Trans Am. She's a little rough, but she's actually nice. Like, she's not a bad rough, but she's definitely, you know, in pretty good shape, everything like that. A bunch of people have asked for videos and everything. So I will do just kind of like this briefly, giving it a description. It's going to need cleaned up and things like that, but we are working on making this thing absolutely perfect. So one of the things I needed to do to kind of make this car perfect was I needed new center caps. We're going to clean these wheels up, everything like that. If I have time after I do the repair on the F450, I will probably take off some of these wheels and get them started to get cleaned. So that's our update on the GTA. So this is going to be an LS2 swap with a Turbo 400 behind it. There's your update on the Project Betsy. Now we'll go over here to the Corvette. Let me give you a quick rundown on the Corvette about what's going on, because as you do know by the previous video, we bought some parts for the Corvette. There you have it though, guys. We have the front end off of the Vet. We are making progress. So now that we have that done, and I can show you, actually I'll show you the panels real quick. So the panels down here, we have the front fenders, which the front fenders are fine. If you just grind off all the Bondo and all like that, everything like that, it might mate to a factory bumper. I have no idea. I'm not gonna mess with it. Same with this one. Like, if you actually took the time to, you know, clean them up and everything like that, you'd be good to go. But I would take 125 for both front fenders. The front bumper, I don't think it's really worth anything. 50 bucks, or whoever buys the front fenders, I'll give them the front bumper. Headlights, I'll do 125 for those. Now this is also just paint. You can freshen it up or whatever you want to do, but the logos come off, whatever you want to do. So 125 for the headlights, 125 for the fenders, and if you buy the fenders, you can have the bumper as well. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video, the F450. All right, and to show you the play that is actually here in the bottom joint, it's going to be easier to leave the truck running. So I'm sorry about the noise that you are hearing. That is obviously the truck running. Now, I'm not sure how well you've seen this joint, but it was probably popping in and out, up and down, and everything like that. Oh yeah, look, I can even move it with my hand there. But we are gonna go ahead and replace this. Not today, we don't actually have time to do that today because we have some things to do, but I did go ahead and get the part. Let me show you now. As you can see, we do have the new one that we are going to put on, but I'm waiting for my alignment date. That is a Moog part. My alignment date isn't for now another 2 weeks, so we will get this taken care of. I'm not going to do it now, as you know, I don't want to mess up the alignment too bad or anything like that, but I will do a video on that. And also we have another little issue under here. When I come under here, we also knocked a U-joint out. Not sure how well you guys can see that. If I'm jumping around too much, it's because I'm obviously one man and I'm trying to do the show by myself. But we ended up knocking out a U-joint as well. So the right side of this definitely took a lot of abuse. All right, just gonna do a quick little merch plug here. We have a nice knife here that you can draw perfect circles with. And again, this is knivesdeal.com, and for 10% off, use promo code SendItSteve, all one word. It is a pretty cool knife. Draws absolutely perfect circles. Roll the footage. Alrighty, so now that I have all the updates done, basically what we need to do here is get this front diff cover off, because if you do come over here to this, you can see there is no breather on there. Now you can see I did drive it a little bit and it is puking fluid. I wanted to kind of stir up the fluid and everything like that to kind of, you know, get everything in there moving. That way it wasn't just kind of whatever water's there versus whatever gear oil. So I drove it around a little bit. I drove it for probably like 10 minutes to get all the, you know, everything moving in there. Probably wasn't the best thing, but I wanted to get everything, you know, kind of stirred up. So let me go ahead and we will start tearing the diff cover off, and let's see what comes out of here. All right, as you can tell, I did go buy a brand new pan because I want to see what all comes out of here. And we are going to show you what comes out. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of water involved in this differential, but who knows? Only time will tell. Let me get some of these bolts out here. Oh man, that looks disgusting. Oh man, I really messed up. Guys, I really messed up on that. Man, it is definitely a good decision that we are changing this. Oh, look at that. You can literally see, I can't really grab it, but look at the water dripping off my knuckle as well. Ugh. I mean, we're gonna get as much out of this as we can, obviously. That is just bad news. Look at the difference. You can see the separation in the fluids. Look at that. That's water like right here laying. That's water like that U. Holy smokes. I am so glad we decided to do this. Actually looks really good in there. There's no like metal or anything like that. Now you will always have just a little tiny bit, but it looks actually pretty darn good in there, to say the least. For the truck having 270,000, I'd say she's doing all right. Not to mention, she gets abused on a regular basis. Oh yeah, we're golden. Now if you do look in here, this diff actually looks freaking spotless. So I'll take it. So now we'll clean up the edge here and get the new cover on and fill it with fluid. We should be good to go and ready to start rocking and rolling. Now I'm sure a bunch of you guys are gonna say, oh, you're doing that wrong. You need one solid stroke. But you guys do it your way. I'll do it mine. SendIt Steve torque specs. Time for some fluid. running out. We're good to go. So it took about 3. They told me it'd probably take 4 liters, so I did end up buying, or 4 quarts, so I did end up purchasing 4 quarts, but that's okay. We need fluid for the Bruce then when he's ready, so. Also, guys, I forgot to tell you that I did break that water separator, and today's a good day to do it. I tried to do it in the wintertime there, and I was just starting to fear that it was going to break the bolts and screws for that, because it was definitely cold out. So let's get the water separator and all that exchanged over now. That way I stop getting that warning light. All right, now that you're under the truck, you can tell this is the front tire, and this is your A-arm. Right above that is the water separator. So there's 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 3. Now there is supposed to be a piece that flaps over and off, and that's what we broke. So basically right now what we're going to do is go ahead and remove these 3 bolts, pull that off, and get the new part on there. Now we did go to Ford for the new part. Not sure if you guys remember back, but OEM is the way I'm going to go with it. You guys can go aftermarket if you'd like, but let's get this out of there. You can definitely see how dirty that bottom bowl is, so we're going to let it run out. You can tell it actually went back to the color of water again, but you can see, look at the difference down in there. That's all water down there and then fuel on top. So it's definitely water again, and we're going to let this drain for a little bit, then we should be good to go. Now I am going to also clean out the lower hole there. As you did see, it was pretty gunky. Let me crawl out from under the truck here and I can show you. All right, now you can see definitely how gunky that is. This is that bottom O-ring there. That's the top one. You can tell it's definitely seen its better day and time to replace it. Now, I did say that the end there is what broke. If you look at the new one here, that's what it should look like. That's the old one, so that handle, the release to open it and close it, is actually what broke. Now, that did break in the middle of winter time, obviously being cold, but we're good to go now. We're going to clean it all out. Got our new hardware, our new O-rings, and our new flap. Then we will not have a code anymore for drain your water separator. Wow, that is all dirt and oil and water that came out of the separator. That is actually disgusting. So I did actually just change the filter. I think it was like 2,000 miles ago. So I'm due for an oil change and a fluid change, filter change in the next 3,000 miles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and order the stuff, and then when we do the other 2 repairs over here, the U-joint and the outer tie rod, when we do that, we'll just go ahead and toss new filters in it. Hopefully the truck doesn't run too crappy, you know, with all this stuff that I just stirred up. But all right, now after you do that, you are going to want to roll the key forward. I usually say, I don't know, leave it go for 45 seconds. I'm going to go under here, make sure we're not leaking, which we appear to be good. Look at Diesel over there. What's up, buddy? You stretching? He was literally laying right there the entire time I was doing this. So the pump stopped running. I'll cycle it off, and I will cycle it forward again. Give her the old college try. We should be good to go. Now, you may get a little bit of a hiccup, like it might be sitting here idling and it might, you know, shut off from an air pocket or something like that. But most of the time, as soon as you cycle the key, you should be good to go. All right, guys, well, there you have it. I will do another quick little... Okay, guys, well, there you have it. There's the update on the F450. And I do mean 100% running and driving. As you can tell, we got our parts down there, we got our new fluids and everything in the jars over here, as you've seen the separation and everything like that. But she is good to go. Don't ask me why I had the hood open. I think I just did that for a thumbnail picture, which I'm sorry guys if I did. I don't recall why, but watch when I close this, all the mud that still falls out of this bad girl. As you can tell, I've been picking mud out of it for like the last hour and a half I've been laying under there. Ready? Here goes the hood. Well, anyway guys, there you have it. If you like the content, please go ahead and smash that like button. Please subscribe. And the F450 is back in action and ready to rock and roll. Give it a thumbs up guys, for sure.